Viewer discretion is advised.
Talking Gotham, 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 talking Gotham.
Spoiler alert, this Mad Hatter is better than Johnny Depp just by standing there and breathing oxygen. Hello everyone, my name is Ryan Cam. Welcome to Talking Gotham episode 21. This is the 21st episode, and we are about to dive into season 3. Finally, it was the premiere. We had an off week and then it was Thanksgiving, but here we are back. I'm joined as always from 3D Movie Cinema's Jacob Collins. Jacob, that's obscene. That to quote Ludwig, that's crass.
Yes, I should have been like, look into my eyes. Oh, time for tea.
We're not there yet.
But yeah, I really, I'm doing really well. I can't wait to talk about Gotham. This is not my favorite season. I think next season is my favorite season, but it's an okay season. Like, I mean, I will say the back half really kept me on my feet wondering what happened. So there's that. I mean, if a show like, unlike Arrow at the time, because I always said Arrow, the later seasons of Arrow versus the later seasons of Gotham has it by a mile because it actually keeps you interested in where they're going to go with these characters versus Arrow, where it's like, okay, he's already the Green Arrow. He's already done all this shit. I don't give a shit what happens. Like, it's like, okay, he's not even an Arrow anymore. It's just like Team Arrow. And I'm like, so this is where I think I really enjoy because, oh my God, we got the Mad Hatter. We got the Court of Owls going on. And it's stuff that we never really seen in the movies before. You know, we saw on the Adam West show and the animated series and stuff, but this is like the first time.
And the game. And the Arkham games, too.
Yeah, the Arkham games. And so it's like, yeah, in Arkham Origins, there's a whole like Scarecrow type mission with the Mad Hatter in Arkham City and in Arkham Origins. And I mean, it's really cool. And I'm excited to talk about it.
And Matt Wyatt, how are you?
I'm doing good and looking forward to talking about these episodes. I will say that Burn the Witch with Fish Mooney was the weakest of the 3 episodes that we're going to cover. The Mad Hatter, I agree, it was a good, compelling arc, but even though it's not, so far, season 3 is not the best, but it has some interesting direction where they're going to go with the Court of Owls and Bruce Wayne's clone, which looks like he's trying to impersonate him and trying to make the moves on Selena Kyle, which we will get into it very soon.
Yeah, so we're only a few episodes in, but this season is like a tale of two halves, because on the one half you have like the Mad Hatter, you got the Court of Owls set up, you got like this good stuff, like Gordon's getting more complex and his stories are getting darker. Then you got the other side of it where you got Gordon in a love square, not a love triangle, but a love square. He's got the affections of Vicky Vale, Barbara, and Lee. Lee's back now too, but we'll get to that.
Wouldn't that be a triangle if it's 3 people?
No, it's a square because it's like Gordon
There's
and
4
the 3 ladies.
There's 4. Yeah, so it's a love square.
So yeah, I'm not a big fan of that move, but
oh yeah, that part I fucking hate. The love square. Barbara, please die. She's useless in this show, and I don't care. I know I've said this a million times, but she keeps popping up.
You know, there was a theory when the series first started that she was going to become Harley Quinn, and people were like,
"It wouldn't have surprised me if they chose that direction for her to become Harley Quinn."
But I'm just saying,
I know they don't. But like, I would not. That it almost seems like she was auditioning for a Harley Quinn in that show.
Yeah, which I will say, you know, also I wanted to, before we get started, what do you guys think of the new Ivy?
That was weird. Suddenly, when she escaped, she got into the water. Suddenly, she's fucking 10 years older and Shazam's. Like, how the fuck does she? Can she naturally grow when she's in water?
Yeah,
you do know she's a street. You do know she's a fucking street rat, and it rains in Gotham, and suddenly she's now 10 years older. Bam, Shazam's into it.
Touched her. The old man touched her when she was a little girl. Remember, he touched her when she was a little girl, and then she fell into the water. Remember, because he touches people, and that's how he killed Miss Peabody. He touches people, and then they age like the hourglass.
Oh, I forgot. I totally forgot. It's been a while.
I don't
remember that.
Yeah.
When she was a little girl, he touched her. Probably should not phrase it that way, but when he
not in the way you think.
Yeah, he grabbed her and then she fell into the water, and then she aged up into an adult. Well,
so basically one of the escapees. So it was one of the escapees that grabbed her, and then she was able to age 10 years older.
Yeah. And
that makes okay. I totally missed that because I forgot about the first episode. I totally forgot about that.
She's like 18 or 19 now because like so she's not in her 20s yet. That one.
Well, you know what I mean.
I will say she's not my favorite Ivy.
So far, I don't really give a fuck about Ivy in the show. She keeps popping up here and there.
Wait until season 4.
I know she'll probably eventually play a bigger part in season what you just told me, but apparently, like this so far is like, why she keep popping up in the show? That she just shows up and then leaves, like kind of useless.
This actress right here, I don't like Ivy. I think the next actress.
I could have sworn that they're probably gonna recast her as Ivy for the later season for season 4. I guarantee they did because I saw some of the spoiler because I saw some of that spoiler image of Ivy.
They recast her, but they Doctor Who her basically.
Yeah.
So, but I will say that actress is
they kind of pulled that they kind of pulled that whole Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania when they recast the Scott Lang's daughter.
They don't do it that way. They actually do.
They kind of did something similar to that.
When you wait until you see season 4, oh my god, that actress so comic book accurate and so good. I'm like, that is Poison Ivy.
I mean, I hope this Ivy wins me over.
Not this one is. I hate this one. This one I hate.
I agree with you because this character is just so boring and annoying and dull. Character.
She is comic accurate
because it feels like she keeps popping in and out of these episodes. Like, hey, I'm here, and then leaves, and then never been mentioned ever again. Like, what the fuck are they keep throwing her into the show unless she has something purpose going on?
So let's get into this episode.
All right.
Who are you?
Is that why you're here, Bruce? To ask questions you already know the answers to.
People of Gotham, our city is being invaded by monsters!
GCPD!
Fish is on her way.
She's looking for.
You're going to have this city at my feet.
The time for action is now!
The title of the episode is called Burn the Witch, and the episode aired on September 26, 2016, directed by Danny Cannon. Bruce is brought before Catherine, a high-ranking member of the Secret Council, which is the Court of Owls, which we already know that. He recognizes her from various Wayne Enterprises events. Bruce agrees to cease all his investigation in exchange for the lives of those closest to him. Cobblepot rallies the public against the monsters. Ivy washes ashore as a grown woman, attacking a man for mistreating plants. This is what happens when you fuck with nature, and Ivy will fucking retaliate. Fish captures Bullock and uses her powers to make him lead her to the secret facility holding Strange, the only person she believes can save her life. Gordon makes a deal with Fish to help her escape with Strange if she hands over Bullock and informs Cobblepot of her escape route. Cobblepot prepares to kill her, but lets her go when she reveals that she spared him because the Penguin was her greatest creation. The public under his command breaks into the facility and kills some Fish's minions. Valerie visits Gordon about his deal with Fish, and they share a kiss. Bruce's doppelganger breaks into Wayne Manor and asks him for help. Lee returns to Gotham. So this episode, I will say that I said before, it's my least favorite of this episode.
Yeah, it starts off pretty hot, though, with Bruce being given the "You Will Atone" speech from Network, where it's like, "You will stop investigating us or we will kill everyone that you love." Like, I thought that was the best part.
Yeah, can you believe that? It makes me still laugh because the Court of Owls, they don't wear like Talon's not wearing the mask. Instead, he's dressed like literally like he's part of the Kill Bill Crazy 88 thing.
He does. I didn't think he does look like that. Like
one of
those fucking Yakuza army.
Yeah, just wearing like those masks, and he's like, yeah. I watched Kill Bill last weekend, and I'm just laughing because I'm just like,
you saw that 4-hour cut? Did you watch the 4-hour cut in the theater?
I'm going to watch it when it comes out on video, like when it comes out.
I kind of want to see, and also I've heard that they did an intermission for the 4-hour cut in theaters. That they have a 15-minute.
I just don't want to watch a 4-hour movie in the theater. I want to watch it at home. I mean, I
might see it in theaters. I might see it. It all
I'm going to see Avatar in theater. I'm like, that's a 4-hour movie that you can watch at home. That's just the extended cut of the movie you already saw. So I'm like, it kind of defeats the purpose of watching in theaters. But I'll watch it when it hits home videos. I'll buy it and watch
Well, it's not really extended cut. It's just mostly they took 2 movies and put mission into one film that was intended.
Well, and they also, like, there's some scenes that he had to cut because of the MPA, and he made it black and white, but he made it in color.
Yeah, because he colorized it in the 4-hour in the 4-hour version of that film.
I hope that one sequence that he had to cut is not the Yuko's Revenge. I hope that's not the Fortnite thing we already saw, because I was stepping at Fortnites in this.
I'm not gonna lie, that was kind of pointless. I did not care for that one.
I'm just like, why are we watching this in Fortnite? I watched the whole thing too. I was like,
so did I.
I was like, the parts that were great, but at the same time, I'm like, if this was in the movie, I'm gonna say, fuck this. This is stupid.
This is so stupid and silly. Like,
yeah, but unless it's like anime-ish, then I'll watch it because I like the anime sequence in the movie.
But I'm definitely curious. I mean, I might see that in theaters because I want to see the version that he wanted to put out originally before the MPA and the studio demand not to split those into 2 movies.
I guarantee Paul Dano won't be in that extended cut.
That would be funny if he pulls a massive prank and that he casts Paul Dano in this movie just to fuck with everybody, just to troll everybody.
We'll send Paul Dano and Matthew Lillard are in this.
It's like, hey, remember when I talked shit? Remember when I was saying he's the worst?
Tarantino was on one, like between like Dano and Matthew Lillard. I'm just sitting here like, what did these people do to you?
Did he fuck one of his family members and never call them again?
I always liked Paul Dano myself. I liked him in Sunshine. I liked him as the Riddler. Like, he's great. And
he's amazing. I don't give a fuck.
I think he's one of the best actors. Riddler in the Batman, but I'm like, he's not my favorite actor. But I mean, I'm at the same time, it's like, but I mean, if you don't like somebody, like, I don't like Diablo Cody, but like, I mean, I've said what I said about her, so I can't really say.
Did you know that James Gunn came in his defense with Matthew Lillard? Like, he defended Matthew Lillard is
a national treasure. I don't understand the hate.
I mean, he's not the best actor in the world, but he's really a cool guy, and he's actually a decent actor. Sure, he's not on that level like fucking Paul Dano's acting level.
Yeah, because Matthew Lillard actually doesn't just cry in every scene.
I mean, actors cry in movies, dude. That's how you give a performance of a lifetime.
Yeah. Like, you literally have to cry on command. That's one of the things they teach you how to do.
Which I saw Double Toasted roasting Tarantino.
That's the problem there. That's your problem there. You don't know how to act.
You're tearing me apart, Lisa. You're tearing me apart. I wish he should teach an acting class. I guarantee that'd be the funniest acting class.
I would laugh. Stella.
Don't give him any ideas. He might actually do it.
I wouldn't be fucking shocked if he did.
Like Sestero, like calling up like a conference room, being like, "Oh, like, book the conference room for the 12th. Just do it."
But going back to this episode, I will agree that the Corval scenes with Bruce and threatening to murder everyone he loves, he doesn't play ball with the Corvals. I thought that was the best part about that episode, and I wanted a little bit more in that episode. Instead of just like cutting back to the fucking Fish Mooney, she definitely try to find Strange to fucking fix her and cure her for her condition, but he can't.
I will say I thought that I did think Jim was dumb for not kissing Barbara. She's like, "I'll tell you everything you want to know if you just give me a kiss." He goes, "Nope, I'm not doing that." And I'm like,
it felt like it was a ripoff from Matrix Reloaded where Neo was like,
I was thinking the whole
time. Did they watch the fucking Matrix Reloaded and rip off that scene? Like, hey, here's an offer, a kiss.
You're not with anybody, so it's not like that scene in the Matrix that worked.
I thought that scene in that episode was so fucking cringy.
Yeah, this was pointless. It's not like Lee was there. It's pointless because it would be if Lee was with him, it would make more sense. But that scene has because Vicky's not with them at that point, so it makes no sense for this other than, oh, I'm doing it just to be like I'm into you still. I mean, like, it makes no sense logically.
It was so cringe.
Other than to say, hey, she's still into him.
In the Vicky Vale, I thought that she kind of annoyed me too. And they're fucking them doing their little booty call thing was kind of forced in. That was so forced when he was making his move on her.
Like, I'm Jim Gordon, and I get.
It's like, shut up. It felt like he watched Blade Runner, the original Blade Runner, when Harrison Ford just like, kiss me, let's go.
He's like,
I was like, give me a break. This is stupid and forced.
What'd you think about Fish? I did like this though. Fish's monsters wiping out the task force when Bullock and them showed up, and they just get wiped out completely and everything. I thought that was, I like that scene because they're just like, oh, like it's like they're just getting like wrecked and everything, and they're like shooting them and everything, and they're just like, which they, I mean, to be fair, some of the monsters do die. Killer Croc gets killed, and so does Man Bat. They all get killed in that scene. Which I'm just like, the only reason Killer Croc got killed was because like, oh shit, they said we can't use him anymore. Okay, all right, just kill him. He gets shot to death. Which I'm like, he's a crocodile. It's really hard to kill a freaking crocodile.
I mean, they have like a big old, like scaly, like rough skin.
Like, just like, but yeah, that they, the only reason they did that was that way. They're like, all right, Warner Bros. Is like, all right, we're gonna make Suicide Squad 2, so we got to put Killer Croc in, even though they don't put him in there because James Gunn gets it later. But I thought that was really cool though. Like Harvey was like, which I'm like, Harvey, I was expecting him to say, Fish, I don't want to hurt you, Fish. Just surrender, okay? I could take you in. Instead, it's just like, Fish, we're going to shoot you now. And all of a sudden, they're like, oh, shit. Oh. It's like, I'm just like, this is the same Bullock that literally took her out of the city and helped her get on the ship. That's the same Bullock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This guy's like, I don't give a shit about it.
He's like, fuck Mooney.
I'm a captain now, acting captain.
I'm the acting captain of this fucking precinct.
Yeah. Don't have no wife anymore. I don't have a fiance anymore. And he says,
didn't he had a thing with Mooney? I could have, when he got her out of town.
He had a thing.
Yeah. And then it's just like nothing happened.
Well, I mean, because she died and came back. He's like, I don't want her dead. She's a dead body. I'm not a necrophiliac.
Well, she's not dead anymore. She came back from the dead. I don't think that was the case. I don't know why you would thought about that.
He's like, he's not committing necrophilia. He's like, it's kind of like I'm sitting there watching Buffy, and she's like watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and every time she has sex with this vampire dude, I'm just like, he's dead. You're basically having sex.
Well, we've seen a lot of vampire sex with humans and vampires. They are necrophilia, so they're fucking the dead.
I'm like sitting there watching, going, "This is necrophilia."
Like you literally figured that out you haven't figured that out a long time ago that was necrophilia. The undead vampires.
400 years old.
We've seen humans, and we also it's kind of a pedophilia because they're much older than everyone.
So, yes, Twilight Edward.
Yeah, Edward's been 17 for like how many years now?
He's like he starts at 17,
and he's going after him, and he's actually making a move on a minor.
He's like, hey, I'm 17 as well.
I'm 17. I've been 17 for 400 years.
You want some candy? It's in my van. Yeah.
Say it out loud. Say it.
Say it.
Are you afraid?
No. Who's afraid of you, dude? Get away, please. You sparkle, okay? That's like saying, are you afraid?
I mean, he fucking sparkles.
I sparkle.
I'm sparkle.
Are you afraid? You get terrified. Roar. I'm so evil.
Dude, we got it. Now we have to do a fucking Twilight fucking watch parties for now. Just to do. We have to do that.
Oh, we got something in the works where we can do just that. So stay tuned. Stay tuned for all of that.
I don't care. We would sit there do a fucking commentary on those movies, the whole franchise, and just fucking make fun of the hell out of it.
Yeah.
That movie is literally like it's like the basis of everything that's wrong with literature and modern.
It's like, why couldn't you just make the character 18 so that way it wouldn't be weird, and you had to make him 17, like a close to an adulthood?
That's that is the least of that movie's problems. Okay,
true, but
don't even like get Jacob started with Renesmee.
Renesmee,
the baby.
Oh yeah, God! Oh Jesus!
Freaking baby, the one that's gonna end up with a werewolf. Like
it's like, gonna end up like, hey, I'm gonna go and beat and fuck your daughter.
I'm gonna have sex with.
I'm gonna have sex with your daughter when she gets older.
Jacob is
that's even. I will agree. That's weirder. That's even much weirder.
This whole fucking plot of that movie's weird.
He's essentially calling dibs That's what he's doing.
He's essentially grooming the baby. He's essentially grooming. He's literally.
And how bad that CGI that baby looked. Like they didn't need to make her CG. It looks so creepy as shit. When he gives that stare, like a creepy ass stare, like
Like it's also it's like honestly.
I mean, Edward just eat the fucking thing out of her uterus when she's giving birth. He literally did, and it happened in the book too.
Then they like piss on her or something to like mark her. So he's like, "You marked her, baby." I'm like, "What the fuck? Wait, did you piss on her?" Like,
This became from a Gotham talk to Twilight talk.
Oh, dear God.
We got coming soon to the channel. Talking Twilight.
Talking Twilight.
Talk after dark or something or whatever.
That should. Oh fuck! Now that's a good idea. Talking after dark.
But what were we talking about again?
All right,
I completely lost track.
We're talking about the Fish Mooney wiping out the task force, which I thought was really great. And I do really like that Penguin's rallying up the people of Gotham, and he's essentially taking like David Gordon Green must have watched Gotham because he took this cues from Halloween Kills. He's like, evil dies tonight. He goes, monsters dies tonight. I'm just like, oh god. David Gordon Green must have watched it and goes,
He watched it and took notes.
monsters die tonight.
You had to get like a fucking like a protest. The mob created a whole mob.
It's like apparently it's like like literally it's like fish dies tonight, and then people.
It feels like he's literally forcing on to give him the sales pitch of him running for mayor.
I'm just saying, time to fry us a fish was like right there.
But also the scene of with Oswald confronting Fish Mooney of why did she let him live, and telling him that he was her greatest creation. Like you were my greatest creation, and that's why I don't want you to die. I control you.
Also, yeah, I thought that was interesting, and I also like the fact that the Penguin lynch.
I would have laughed. Here's the one thing I want to interject for a second. Sorry for cutting you off. Oh, no, I would have laughed my ass off if he actually just shoot her right then and there, and just like fuck you.
Yeah,
that would have been fun.
That would have not seen that coming. It'd be like the bazooka thing from season 2. You didn't see that coming.
That was a little far extreme. Like, really?
Imagine if Butch would have came with a bazooka and she goes, "Oh."
That would be funny.
I do like the lynch mob killing the rest of the monsters. I thought that was really interesting. It's like, okay, we're entering the monster story. We're ending that storyline, which that was only in there for 2 episodes. Like they set up.
No, that's one of the things that really bothers me, that it gets resolved very quickly when shows. Like, comparing to Supernatural, I know you haven't watched the later seasons, Jake, but most of the time when they create a new big problem for the plot of season 2, they stretch out the plot throughout the entire season and not just like 1 or 2 episodes where it gets resolved.
Like
I hate when Supernatural, they just don't resolve the problems that quickly. They take you the whole season, all 23
Gotham
episodes.
has this issue where they'll do a villain for the first half and then a villain for the second half. That's what they did the first season was Fish the first half, and the second half, what was the villain? They just went with the ogre. So yeah, and then of course that's what they did with the first half of season 2. They were like, all right, the first half is Azrael storyline, and then the second half is they did the Mr. Freeze and and everything, and then Hugo Strange and all that. And I'm like,
yeah, Hugo Strange was more of the main antagonist in the second half.
Yeah, Hugo Strange was
the first half was Azrael.
Yeah, I think I think that's my biggest issue. The biggest issue with Gotham. And by the way, I honestly was shocked.
If you're going to stick to this big plot of the story, stretch it out. Don't just simply wrap that shit up from 2 episodes. I understand you're waiting
to get to the Mad Hatter storyline.
And like, hey, we need another. Yeah, but that already got resolved too in that 2 episode.
I know, and I was like surprised. I'm like, no, that's got to at least be.
And did you know that we already know that was the same actor who was in season 6 of The Walking Dead? Yeah, I remember him from The Walking Dead. The Wolf guy, one of the Wolf gang.
Yeah. Which I will say, the thing I did like, I liked Ivy and the plant guy whenever she's mad at the plant. And then he just brought her there to fuck her. That's the only thing he brought her there for. He was like,
of course he did.
Yeah, he was just gonna fuck her. He's like, it's a hot, attractive girl walking. It's Gotham.
The actor, I'm sorry, that guy couldn't act. His acting was so bad, wooden. That was such a wooden acting I've ever seen.
But she was in Ted 2, by the way.
Wait,
Remember the
she was in
sperm
Ted
bank?
2?
Mark Wahlberg was at the sperm bank, and she was
Here's the thing. I've never seen the second one. I've only
Oh.
seen some clips, but I never watched the whole movie, so I don't know any of that. I
You need
do
to watch
own it. I do have the movie. I just never got around to watching Ted 2. I didn't even have desire to see the second one.
It's funny. I mean, the only thing is, it's they borrow a lot of cutaway jokes from Family Guy. They actually have cutaways.
Most of the jokes are pretty much like the Family Guy vibe because it's Seth MacFarlane.
Yeah, he's copying his own notes.
I'm still going to check out the show too because I heard great things.
The
about
show is so good. The
series.
show actually, I think,
and they're doing an anime, and they're already making the. They've already made the animated sequel to Ted 2.
I think season 2 of Ted dropped.
And they actually brought back they actually brought back the OG cast from the first 2 movies for the animated series.
I will say the thing I did like about also I liked the crowd carrying Penguin by praising him because I'm like he just got his voters right there, showing he's got his voters because he made a promise and he committed to it. He got rid of the fish and the monsters, and so it's like, which I will say with Ivy and the plant guy, when you see her, she kills him by bashing his head in because he let a plant die, and I'm just like, I like that aspect, and then you saw her in the green dress, and I'm like, I see.
We're getting there.
Yeah, which I will say, I liked the crowd came and I remember there for throwing away her plant. I thought that was great. I did. Yeah, it's impossible no one heard those gunshots and didn't run out to check the noises though.
Yeah.
Whenever the gunshots, whenever the scene where the gunshots, I forgot. I don't know where I just put. There's a scene where someone I don't know. Apparently, there's a scene in the show. I don't know because this is like last week when I did the notes. It's impossible no one heard those gunshots and didn't run out to check the noise. I don't know which scene that was, but there was a scene where someone had a gun and apparently shot it, and no one heard it. My guess.
Yeah, I think I know the one. Yeah.
I'm just like that. To me, I guess was like bullshit. And yeah, I put another love triangle, which
love square now.
Love square, yes.
It's like
and Lee returns now. She's back, which is no surprise that they're going to bring her back to the show.
Yeah, which I'm like, oh boy,
creates a whole new drama, which I don't fucking care.
Yep.
But anyway, let's go to scores. Collins 1 to 10.
Every time I do this, they'll always fuck me up with other than just like, I think Jacob thinks it's like a 6. We think it's a 5. I'm like, oh fuck you. I'm gonna 5, just so I can say 5. A 5.
Okay, Matt.
I totally agree. It is a 5 out of 10. It was a mid episode for me.
We are in agreement. I'm going 5 as well. This one was okay. It sucks that the monsters are gone, but I think there is enough with what happens in this next episode that I think it makes up for it. It's season 3, episode 3, called "Look Into My Eyes."
3, 2, 1. Look into my eyes, not around them, not above them, but into their center. Allow me to explain the situation. I haunt your dreams like a ghost, for I know what scares you most. So come out, wherever you are. There's no escape. This is Gotham after all.
The episode aired on October 3rd, 2016, directed by Rob Bailey. Hypnotist Jervis Tetch hires Gordon to find his sister Alice, an Indian Hill escapee whose blood contains a virus. Barnes offers Lee her old job back at GCPD. Cobblepot challenges Aubrey's competence and decides to run for mayor, claiming to clean up Gotham's corrupt system. To aid with his campaign, he has Nigma declared legally sane and released from Arkham. Gordon gets into a brawl and is stitched up by the Lee's new fiance, Mario Calvi, and at the ER. After Alice tells Gordon she wants nothing to do with Jervis, Gordon questions him, who hypnotizes him into nearly committing suicide. Alice saves Gordon, who brings her into GCPD. Lee and Mario have dinner with his father, revealed to be Falcone. Dun dun dun. What the fuck was that all about? But anyway, who is worried about Gordon's possible jealousy? Bruce takes his doppelganger, subject 514, aka 5, who demonstrates impressive fighting skills and imperviousness to pain. 5 later impersonates Bruce and takes an oblivious Selena out on the town.
So yeah, let's not bury the lead. The Mad Hatter here is great. I love him already. Strange they gave him the name Jervis. Like
No,
he's
his
like
name
a
is
butler.
in the comics and everything. His name is Jarvis Tech.
No, I understand that, but it's a weird name nonetheless. Like Jarvis, that's a butler's name. Like that's the name of
That's
the name
Tony
of,
Stark's AI.
Thank you. It's that's the
Jarvis.
one.
It's actually pronounced Jervis, not Jarvis.
Well, regardless, it's a weird name, but
Yeah.
it's a good character. I like what they're gonna what they did this and the next episode, but we'll get to that.
Wait.
And I love Alice. Like I love their dynamic. Like Alice is just like I left a little bit of blood. I got to burn everything. So
Yeah, she's essentially because she's essentially trying to prevent spreading those virus, because any any skin contact from blood or saliva, it spreads and you become a rabid dog.
She was originally the Rage virus from 28 Days Later.
Oh, and they kind of, and Smallville kind of rip off that one too.
Well, we'll touch on where her blood goes when we talk about the last episode.
One thing I did not like about this episode is when the landlord, the manager of the apartment, tried to fucking force onto Alice. That was a little overacted and a little too forced. Like, okay, who does that really? I mean, I know some of them are pieces of shit, but that was a little overboard.
It wasn't like the Terminator whenever like the land was like, "Hey, you got a dead rat?
Cannon or what?
Fuck you, asshole!
Fuck you, asshole!"
I was like, "That's great." I was like, which and then he comes in there with the Terminator. Come here, give me some sugar. And he's like, "Fuck you."
Come on, let's admit that was too much. I mean, I get that there's some people out there who are like in a low fucking piece of shit apartment, that the manager is basically a piece of shit. I get that, but this is a little overacted.
I'm gonna ask you this though: did it bother y'all that Alice's hair was not blonde?
No,
because Alice in Wonderland blonde, Mad Hatter. I mean, that's
that's
a good point. Oh,
yeah, fuck, I did not think about it. I didn't think
that's
about
a bit of a dropped ball right there. It would have been on the nose, sure, but I mean, if you're gonna reference,
he's the Mad Hatter.
I mean, to be fair, it would have been too forced. They would have been a little too obvious. You don't want that to be too obvious when you're making that.
In the comics, the Mad Hatter is a serial killer who's obsessed with the book Alice in Wonderland, and he kidnaps blonde woman because he's looking for his Alice.
And his sister is his Alice.
Which, this one, he's a hypnotist, which that is like literally has a sister who he sexually abuses and everything else.
Yeah, which is fucking weird.
He basically, I'm like, that's like, dark.
I mean, this is dark. He basically wants to fuck his sister and be with her for life.
And I'm just like,
I was like, is he trying to fuck her? Does he want to be actually in love with his sister?
He's definitely got the Prince Nawada syndrome from Hellboy 2.
I mean, apparently this is now the Game of Thrones on Fox.
Oh dear.
He's like, he says, remember? And he's like, I'm like,
the Talking Thrones podcast upcoming will be here.
But the Penguin is going up against Mayor James for the seat. I'm like, didn't this guy get revealed that he's corrupt, like as all get out? Like, why is he even allowed to even like think about running again? It's a nice scene where the two of them meet at the restaurant, and is like, James is like, "Oh, you think you have the upper hand," and like has all the cops on him. But Penguin's like, he bought the entire restaurant, and the restaurant owners have guns, and they're all pointing at them.
And apparently Oswald had his guns too, and got the upper hand on his ass.
It's like that.
I thought that was pretty cool. I thought that scene was fucking cool.
It's like a scene of Megan where it's like, "Oh, or Megan too," where she's like, "Oh, you thought you were double crossing me, but I was double crossing you," and it goes, "No, I was double crossing you," and then you're like, "No, you were double crossing me because I was double crossing you," and then
it was a double cross to a double cross to a double cross.
It was like a triple quadruple cross.
Quadruple. It feels like they watched a YouTube short and felt like they're like, "We're double crossing."
Okay, everybody's double crossing.
It reminded me of the Naked Gun from this past year, where it's like, you get all that, you get all that, you get all that.
They literally made fun of that in Mission Impossible Fallout. The whole fake out thing. Remember that one? Yeah, that was totally the fucking like rip off that they fucking made fun of the Mission Impossible Fallout.
I do like the Mad Hatter hypnotizing a man to let him live in his house, where he'd hypnotize him and he says, "Well, let me." And then at the middle, when it's raining in the middle of the night, the man opens the door, and then he's like, "I want you." He says, "I want you to kill your wife," and then he kills his wife, and then he goes, "I want you to bury her body and then kill yourself." I'm just like, what?
He's a total twisted fuck.
Yeah.
I'm like, how's he gonna kill himself? But also, don't you have another body to worry about then? Because
And also he was able to he has a shit ton of money to fucking hire fucking Gordon to find his sister. Like, damn, you carried all that cash in your pocket.
He probably just steals stuff. Like,
I mean, yeah, he did. He probably hypnotized to steal the money for him.
Credit card numbers, and I could
that one. I'm not too nitpicky on that one. It's no surprise that he probably used his hypnosis on other people to control people.
I will say I do like that, and I do like him, Matt Hatter, going to Jim Gordon. It's like, you're the most notorious bounty hunter, mainly because he just read him in the paper. That one doesn't bother me because he's like, well, Jim Gordon's been in the paper lately, so I mean, because Valerie Bell is the thing for him. So personally, in the season of him becoming a bounty hunter was kind of like unnecessary. Like, why can't they just reinstate him back as a cop again? Like, because they gotta make him interesting, and him just being a cop. It's just the same shtick, because we all know to be a cop again. We all know it.
But now he's just going to get paid for anyone to be his personal bounty hunter. Like, okay. I mean, I don't know if that. I mean, I don't even know. I didn't even know that bounty hunter is even actually a real thing. You know what that reminded me? The Bounty Hunter with Gerard Butler and Jennifer Aniston.
I will have no bounty hunter slander on here. Okay. That is a fantastic movie. I don't care what you say. That is.
I didn't hate it. I liked it, but I thought that was pretty funny that they kind of stole that shit.
911. Like when he says chasing down a guy, I'm like, why are you chasing down
911?
He's just running like this. Oh, just push him over.
I mean, being a PI, I would believe that he would be a PI. That would make more sense. But bounty hunter, I thought that was a little too far fetched.
What happened to Gordon? He became a dick, a private eye.
Yeah, he became a total asshole in this season. He's a little bit more like shady in this season.
Well, and they also kind of do some things with his mental health, which I think is rather interesting. It's more complex in the next episode, but I agree. It feels contrived to like have him not be a cop. Like, I get it, but I also don't. And I also love, and Collins, you had this in your notes, so here goes the part where like Barnes is like, "Don't worry, Lee. Gordon's gone. He's not involved with the PD at all." And then the next scene's Gordon's like, "I gotta go cash a check from them."
Every time I keep hearing that line, it feels like he's repeating himself. Like, "I gotta go collect my bounty. I gotta collect that check." It feels like if we had to fucking take a drink game every time he says it. I gotta collect my check.
I was like, that was not even like less than 10 seconds. And then he says that. And then, of course, because he has no affiliation whatsoever with us anymore. And he's walking in the precinct.
They should have just played the song "Somebody Call 911" when he just chases it after. That would be fucking
They should have
hilarious.
played the Curb Your Enthusiasm theme after Barnes said that.
Dude.
All right, hey, Brian, find that clip, okay? We need to do this for this episode. Find that clip of Brian saying that, and then show the next thing of Gordon walking in and playing that thing, and then play the Curb Your Enthusiasm.
That'd be fucking great.
Clips are kind of hard to find, but if I find it, I will put it here.
But I mean, I don't know. I mean, I know that they have a reason to have he is the way he is, but I don't know how I'm liking how they're treating Gordon in the show. It feels like he's becoming way more cold and jaded in this season.
I do like the only thing is the Penguin challenging Mayor James is basically the same plot line of Batman Returns. Like, literally,
it literally is. They're literally copying off that storyline of him becoming mayor.
So
I just like
Penguin hasn't bitten off anyone's nose yet.
Not yet.
It's like watching going, we got this in Batman Returns already. I'm like, that's the exact same.
I mean, the difference is that Cobblepot didn't have any intention to run for mayor. He just wanted to rehabilitate his image and figure out his identity when he was been fucking basically left for dead by his birth parents. Yeah, which was the same actor, the father that played the father in the show Gotham.
I'm just saying, Gotham is ripping off Batman Returns.
They are ripping it off. I will agree.
But that's mainly rising because it was election year, and that's why they even had the slogan "Make safe."
Yeah, that makes sense because this was around the time when Trump and Hillary Clinton were running for president.
Yeah, this was 2016. Yeah. I can't believe I'm saying this, but a simpler time.
before when Trump took over and that became unsimpler time.
It was back when just a much simpler. Back when for the this is woke and this is
This is woke. Oh, woke. Go
back when
woke. Go broke.
back when the only thing that was hated.
I'll have you know that this is a racist. Please.
Back when 2016, back when the only thing that people hated was Ghostbusters 2016, and it wasn't because it was female, just because they thought the movie sucked.
Exactly. And you don't see a lot of fucking grifters online saying "Go woke, go broke."
Nowadays, it's like that's literally everything you see. If there's
but the thing is, like most of these movies that have masculine for female-led characters that are like most of the movies that back then was done before, and they wouldn't be saying it back then.
They said Charlie's Angels in 2019 was woke, and I'm like,
did you not remember the other iteration of Charlie's Angels? They might as well say that was woke.
They even said Terminator was woke, and I'm like,
they might as well say that they might as well say that the second film. They should have just said like Aliens or T2. They would have said it was woke if that movie were to come out today.
Everything is woke now.
They like to twist that around, say, well, back then it was believable. Like, well, fuck off. You're just trying to stir up some bullshit drama. Don't try to backtrack
They're rage baiters. They don't believe in half the shit they say.
And the sad thing is, most people would believe the rage baiters, that morons out there that would try to manipulate people into believing that shit in their head, putting that idea in their head.
That's because they're basically Heaven's Gate. They're Heaven's Gate followers, basically.
Because it feels like that now we're being taken over by rage baiters, like power beyond our demise.
It's like, remember Heaven's Gate, the cult Heaven's Gate, where there were these people wearing tracksuits, and the guy says, "Hey, you have to castrate yourself, and because we're all gonna commit suicide and go to the mothership." Remember that Heaven's Gate back in the 90s? So basically, they all got their genitals cut off. They all cut their genitals off, and then drank Kool-Aid and wear tracksuits and Nike.
Like back then, like here's the thing with Avatar, the first one back in 2009, and that movie came out in 2009, and if that were to come out today, they would have said it was woke, go broke thing.
Yeah, much simple. Hey, you know what? But back then, they didn't give a shit because people on the internet, the conspiracy theorists were not actually credible. The conspiracy theories were actually just wackos, and nobody took them seriously. Nowadays,
and now they believe it. And now they have platforms where they actually make it professional to make it believable and manipulate people online like that.
That's what's so fucking crazy. It's like
I know, it's just fucking crazy times. They drink the Kool-Aid.
Yeah, which I will say, going back to Gotham, I thought Clone Bruce cutting his hair off and pursuing Selena, I thought that was pretty interesting.
But then wasn't it creepy when he was just lurking in the scene, Selena and Bruce, and then just like, "Oh, I'm sorry," and then he smirks like a creepy fucking horror suspense movie that I like. Is he becoming a serial killer?
He's like, you know how he's evil if they smirk. They're
like smirking.
Yeah.
And then when he grabbed that scissors at the time, I didn't know he was actually going to cut his hair because he was near fucking. I think he was near Bruce. Was he near Bruce when he grabbed the scissors, or was it Alfred? I can't remember.
I don't know. I think
it was either one of the two, but I almost felt like he was going to take that scissors and fucking stab Bruce and kill him and take his place. I know that was not going to happen, but it almost like he was tempted to.
Yeah, I thought also I like Mad Hatter hypnotizing Barbara and putting broken glass up to his throat, saying, "You will fall in love, man." And then Barbara breaks the glass up his throat, and he goes snaps out, and he's like, "Snap!" and he snaps her out of it. She goes, "She has a lot of issues." Like, I like that whenever he was a glass up to his throat.
Yeah, like a lot.
And apparently, no. Here's the thing with going back to the scene of the sparring scene with Alfred and Bruce and Five knows how to fight very well. Whatever they did to him in that lab, they made him more like more of great fighter, more of a better fighter.
Storyline in a way.
It's basically more of a baby Batman, and now he's actually fully trained.
I would say they're touching upon Jim Lee's Hush a little bit. Like they're adapting some.
I mean, I don't really know much about the Hush storyline. I don't know much about it. I only know like little bits.
I know, and that's why I haven't read the whole story, so I'll have to refresh it later and read it.
But it definitely seems to me that they are leaning.
I know
towards
that.
The
Bruce Wayne looks like Hush looks like Bruce Wayne. I know that.
Yeah,
because I know Hush is not in the story because Hush is the same age as Bruce, and so they never get the Hush storyline.
This might be the Hush. I mean, I know you saw the later season, you can't say much, but it just seems to me that they are the same age, so they might lean towards the Hush storyline. It would make sense.
I will say though, Matt had her hypnotizing Jim to get him to kill himself. Once Jim found out his true plan, I thought that was great. He goes, he's about to step overboard, and then she just shows up and shoots at her brother, and then he's like, "Whoa!" And then he falls, and she grabs,
and then
him.
cuffs her.
Yeah, I thought that was great.
I thought that scene was really good.
I thought that was great. And he's like, "Just kill yourself." I'm like, and then of course, and then of course, I thought that was really great. And then Alice showing up at shooting at the Hatter. I thought that was great. And then of course, also the things I didn't like, of course, Jim and Lee's bullshit drama, the Mario Peppers now in the love triangle. So now it's not even a triangle anymore. Now
Remember when he got fucking hit in the head pretty hard and he had to get stitched up, and then it turns out, it's gonna be super easy, barely inconvenience. There's the fucking Lee's fiance showing up.
So the clone's basically Jason Bourne now.
More or less, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, to come to think of it, 5 is basically the young version of Jason Bourne. Like, he doesn't know who he is. He doesn't remember, and suddenly he knows how to fight very well. That kind of felt very Jason
Jason Bourne. He's going to a bank, and then he's just going to be like... jump cut fights. Jump cut fights
are fucking handheld fights.
Yeah.
I think they should. I think they should investigate Arkham more, because the fact that they just let people commit murder walk free is bullshit.
Yeah, that part was even with Kawappi, like really, like it just felt so forced. It makes no sense. They would not let a fucking legally sane.
He's like, you were. That's the equivalent of Ryan. You committed murder while you were insane. Now you're not sane.
Yeah.
But it's Gotham. The writers like to do that.
I did laugh though. I did laugh when Nick was like, not to look the gift horse in the mouth, but who did? And Penguin rolls up and is like, "Hi, friend!" Like he poked his head out of the car, and Nick was like, "Never mind." I laughed at that. I did.
They let Nigma out scot-free. Makes no sense to me.
Yep. Ratings now?
Yeah. What's your score, Collins?
I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10.
Okay, Matt?
7.5.
I'm going to side with Collins, and I will go 8. I really did enjoy this one, but in terms of these three, the best is yet to come. So let's go to season 3, episode 4, called New Day Rising. It's a new day. Yes, it is. Matt?
Hold on. Let me change the name of this. Since you brought up Jason Bourne, I'm going to change the name on here. No.
Bruce Bourne.
Something like that. I should have thought about that in the beginning of this video when we started recording.
Hello, my name is...
Hello, Paul. Hello, Wayne.
Hello,
page
Bruce.
394.
It's Snape Bourne.
It's Snape Bourne.
It belongs to the Dark Lord. Yes,
it belongs to the Dark Lord. Page 394.
I'm rewatching. I'm on the Order of the Phoenix right now.
I've seen like all 8 of them. I watched all. I went to go see all 8 of them when they re-released it in theaters, like recent.
When I was a kid, I confused me because whenever Snape, goes in Harry's mind, and then afterwards he's looking at the mirror, and then after Dumbledore and all that gets kicked out of Hogwarts by that bitch and everything, he's literally like, and then like when somebody goes, I'm like, was all that in his head? As a kid, you're like, oh no, that all happened. It was just like they're showing you jump cuts of it.
Yeah, they're just showing you random jump cuts of his memories.
And at first, I was confused. I'm like, was that all in his head?
Like he's back to his little training session with Snape to fucking fight through the Dark Lord through his mind being taken control.
Oh, he belongs.
He belongs to the Dark Lord.
Oh boy, when we get to Potter talk, it's going to be very interesting.
Oh my god, Potter talk, that's so good.
I fucking would. I would look forward to doing that.
We unfortunately have that Max series coming next.
We can talk about we can either do a watch party for the movie or we can just review it and discuss the movies.
Better. I like reviewing it.
Yeah, okay, we'll do the reviews. We'll do the
watch party. Everyone's seen it, so it's like not.
Well, no, it's just like watching along with us. I mean that even though they've seen it.
Well, regardless, we will do it.
Yeah, and then we could definitely cover that whole HBO series for Harry Potter, which that's supposed to be premiering in early. This is supposed to be early 2027.
Wake Up Dead Man,
which shouldn't exist, but I digress.
The only reason it's doing it is for streaming numbers.
Yeah.
Aren't we? Let me ask you: aren't we doing Wake Up Dead Man this Friday?
Well, that was for the plugs for at the end, but yes.
Okay. Also, so basically, all right, we're on the next episode.
New Day Rising. Matt.
Yeah.
Mr. Gordon! We both know you can't kill me.
He's still in your head, isn't he?
Give me something to fight this.
You're doomed.
Goodbye, Mr. Gordon.
Gordon is gonna get you killed one day.
Remember to chisel that into my tombstone.
You don't know what he's capable of. You must be monumentally screwed.
The episode is New Day Rising. The title of the episode aired on October 10th, 2016, directed by Eagle Elgison. 5 assets, Selena in 5 assists, Selena in robbing a bar and rescues her when she is captured, but she sees the scars on his body and identifies him as an imposter. 5 admits he wanted to experience a normal life by socializing with someone, but she reassures him that he is more normal than he thinks, and he kisses her, which is what a fucking shocking right there. Tact hypnotizes the wrestling Twitty brothers to help him break into GCPD and kidnap Alice. But Gordon and Bullock track them down. Gordon finds himself still under the suicidal influence of Texas hypnosis. Realizing his suicidal urges are connected to his issues with Lee, Gordon overcomes them and breaks the hypnosis. Alice falls and is impaled on a pipe. Fatality, leaving a grief-stricken Tech to escape. While investigating the crime scene, Barnes becomes infected by Alice's dripping blood. Cobblepot, bring on the fucking 28 years later movie. Cobblepot has Butch bribe campaign officials to buy the election, but Nigma takes the money back. Cobblepot wins anyway and realizes Nigma wanted to show him that the people genuinely want him as a mayor. Cobblepot appoints Nigma as his chief of staff to Butch's displeasure. Gordon reconciles with Lee. 5 bids farewell to Bruce and tries to leave Gotham, but is kidnapped by Catherine, the Court of Owls. What a surprise.
Yeah. Well, as soon as that blood drop hit Barnes's eye, it was like, to me, it was like boots, moving up and down again.
Down and boots.
That's literally the same with the blood in the eye. That's literally from 28 Days Later. Whenever
they literally ripped off from 28 Days Later.
The blood's in his eye, and he goes, oh my God, and then all of a sudden he gets shot by the.
This is literally a rip off from 28 Days Later.
I will say, well, that the Boots song is from 28 Years Later, which
yes,
that's what we say about that.
We know that's, but he wanted to add that in. That would have been fun.
That's definitely more relevant.
Yeah,
for sure.
I will say, I did like the Mad Hatter killing that guy with the mallet and the dumbbell. Just tell him to lay on the dumbbell. And
that was a lot. Fucking smush him like a melon.
I thought that was great. I'm like, oh, Mad Hatter's just like angry. He's like, oh, just lay your head right there. All right. And he's like, damn.
Like, boom, and then beat.
I like that Hatner hypnotism having an effect on Gordon every day. Like when he's going to like the traffic light, he just hears tick tock, and he's like about ready to jump in front of, literally about to jump in front, walk in front of a vehicle until a pedestrian grabs him and goes, "What are you trying to kill yourself or something?" I thought that was great. I really thought that was pretty good, and I also liked him and Barnes bantering, and the introduction of Tweedledee and Tweedledum. I like that.
That was kind of.
They're in the Batman comics. Like if you played Batman Arkham Asylum, there's literally a whole character biography about Tweedledee and Tweedledum. They're Mad Hatter's goons.
Yeah.
They literally. I was wondering, like where are they going to show up? And when I was originally watching the show, like, when is Tweedledee and Tweedledum?
And when they infiltrate the fucking GCPD, is like, dude, they didn't even try to open fire on these guys who were about to fucking go fucking mayhem on their asses. Like, really? You have guns? Shoot them.
All right, like
they're hostiles.
They kill a couple of them, but like the two main
they just stood there like an idiot.
They're like, oh no.
Oh no!
I do like the Mad Hatter attacking the GCPD with him. I did like that, and Gordon shooting him, getting Gordon to shoot himself in the head almost. When he's about to, Gordon tell Gordon to kill yourself, and Gordon's about to. Then Barnes knocks Gordon out.
Yeah,
I thought that was great because Gordon's like, and then Gordon's like this about to pull the trigger. And I thought that was really great, and I do like Mad Hatter and Alice's conversation about how they're talking and everything, and everything, because he said, I love you, Alice, I'm in love with you, I just want to spend the rest of my life, but first I'm going to poison a bunch of people and kill them. I'm going to go drop this off in the city somewhere and watch the badness spread. I'm like, that's horrible. Like, not only are you molesting your sister, you're on top of that, you're literally put a virus, use her blood to kill a bunch of people. Like that's a dark character.
Yeah.
He's like I also liked Gordon shootout and Alice dying by impale, like whenever she falls to her death. And he's like, no, and I'm like,
fatality.
I'm like, Gordon, you should have killed the Mad Hatter because you basically just gave him a reason to come after you.
Yeah.
He's not gonna now. He literally, I would be like, oh god, he's gonna come after me and come after everyone I love because he literally is mad that his sister is gone. He's going to kill me.
The origin story begins here.
His sister he has no purpose now other than to come after me. I'm like,
but isn't he gonna it feels like that he will try to find someone other like Allison, like Alice, because that's what you said before. Like he always goes after the victim.
He's trying to find his Alice.
He wants to find his Alice. So now he wants to find someone to remind her of his sister, but also Alice, like Alice in Wonderland, which he's so obsessed with.
Which he might find his Alice, or he might find Alice, a certain person.
I like the plot twist where Nigma made him believe that he bought the fucking voters when really when he shows him that he won the election, like he did not buy the.
I know.
He did not bribe the voters.
He said he literally just took back all the money from the elector's office, and then Penguin's like, give me one reason why he should pull the trigger, and then he goes, but how about those 30 people here? That's not good enough. And he says, if you turn your head, you'll see why on the television. And then he turns and he looks. He goes, I won even without the bribe. They actually voted for me.
And then immediately fires Butch. Poor Butch.
Yeah, why?
He's like, "Fuck you, Butch."
Butch was literally about to kill Oswald. Imagine if they would have shot him before that.
He was literally going to kill Nigma.
It's like how the one kid in South Park hates Kyle and calls him a piece of shit. Like Penguin just turned and was like, "Fuck you, Butch. You're a piece of shit."
And Butch is just like, I've been doing everything you've asked for the last couple of days. Literally, I paid everyone off. I was literally.
I'm not. Here's the thing. I know it's a big nitpicky, but I don't think that they would actually have him win the election this quickly when he's only been running for a week. And I don't think that's how it works when you're running for mayor. It takes months to do all that shit. Nearly an entire year to run for mayor.
Shit moves fast in Gotham.
I guess that writers wanted to do this full speed and just have him win like that. And the way he was delivering the line when he was delivering his speech, remember in the speech when he's delivering, "Oh, we're going to make Gotham safe again." Are they literally ripping off the fucking? Let me tell you something. Gotham is a bad place. We're gonna make Gotham safe again.
Aubrey James is ugly.
He looks like a dog.
Rand Paul's ugly.
His name is Aubrey. That's not even a man's name.
It's not even a man's name. You got an ugly wife there, Aubrey.
He has a girl's name. Like, how can you trust?
And he's probably just sitting there like, I support Oswald Cobblepot. You fucking pussy.
How can you trust a man with a girl's name?
Aubrey.
I wouldn't trust.
With a girl's name. Why can you trust that with a girl's name?
I wouldn't.
His wife looks like a dog.
Just watch fucking Trump cancel us for making fun of him. Just watch him.
For some reason, YouTube suspended our channel.
Well,
it's like for some reason YouTube just suspended us.
Well, I think we're going to be hearing about Friday Night Tights in our future.
I I will. Well, you're not wrong, so you're not wrong.
That's fucking true.
Um, I will say, I did like also, I did, there's some, I did like, also, Brute Barnes getting infected with Alice as well. We were talking about that, and the court taking the clone, because I'm sure they have evil intentions with the clone.
Yep.
But here's the thing I had some issues with. No one is questioning that both the two dudes are convicted murderers that have gangster connections, like Penguin and Aubrey James. And also, Edward Nigma is literally his VP. It was just convicted and just got out of prison like yesterday.
Yeah.
Like,
And now he's appointing him to the chief of staff, which I don't think that would actually work. But okay, I digress.
Well, I mean,
he's the mayor. He's now elected the mayor, so he can do whatever the hell he wants.
Yes.
Also, Selena is a very smart thief. She would know, that that's only temporary distraction. That she would have thought this long term because
she created the whole the whole diversion to beat the shit out of each other, to sneak in and to steal the money for the mob.
Also, why didn't Harvey shoot out the clock when he saw Gordon freeze up once it started? That right there should have been a big red flag. Like, shoot the clock.
if you figured out that was the clock, then why don't you just shoot the clock and it defeats and it snaps it out of this hypnosis?
Also, why didn't Tweedledee and Tweedledum shoot Gordon? They have stormtrooper aim. They shot past him while he was frozen. Like, he was right there.
Well, they went all stormtroopers.
They're not exactly smart,
Oh yeah, that's true. They're not very bright.
They're like shooting this way. He's right there. They're shooting like.
I kind of like the scene, the going back to with 5 and taking on those bunch of goons, and then fucking got knifed in the fucking in the gut nearby. I thought that was a pretty cool scene.
I got stabbed. It felt delicious. Like, what?
But also, he's impervious to pain. He can't feel pain, but he can feel like woozy when he's losing blood.
It's like I'm Jason Bourne.
But also, I kind of feel like that him just now learning how to be normal and trying to impersonate Bruce and trying to make the moves on Selena. That kind of plot line, I thought that was kind of dumb. But I did like the fact that she was able to figure out that that's not Bruce, and she was able to see right through him. I kind of like. It would have been so stupid for her not to figure out that that's not him.
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously he's like, "Hey, Selena," he said, "She's cute." I said, "I have a chance to hit it, so I'm gonna go be Bruce." Bruce is like, she's like, "Oh, Bruce, you're so nice," and then all of a sudden, Bruce is like, "I didn't sleep with you," and then all of a sudden, she's like, "Yeah, you did," and then he goes, "No, I didn't." It's like he'd be like the guy from, remember that Charlie's Angels movie?
It kind of would remind me of fucking I not pronounce you Chuck and Larry when he's fucking those twin chicks, twin sisters. I thought it was fucking someone else.
I would have said it's actually going to remind me of remember Charlie's Angels, the Thin Man, where he grabs the woman's hair and starts snipping and going ah.
Yeah.
Imagine it'd be like that. Like all of a sudden he's having sex with Selena, and then all of a sudden he goes ah. He's like, "What the fuck are you talking to?" He's like, Claudia is like a weird. He's just like, and she's like, "Bruce, are you okay?" Because he's like, every time. He's like, I touch you, all of a sudden you just start screaming, going, "Ah!" like Bucky Larson or something. Like he's having an orgasm. He just screams like, "Ah! Ah!"
He has an orgasm when he snips hair.
I swear that's.
On that pleasant note, let's go to ratings. Collins?
I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10 again.
Okay, Matt?
I'll give this. I'll give it a 7.
I'm going to go 8.5. Like I said, this was my favorite of the 3. I like the stuff with Gordon. I like how they wrapped it up with Alice. It seems like we're going to get more Mad Hatter. Yay for that. And the thing with Barnes is Barnes is getting very stale for me. And so, it's getting Michael Chiklis a payday. That's never a bad thing.
I kind of felt annoyed that he kept overacting. Like, if he has to be more aggressive than before every time he fucks things up, like, it's like, dude, dial it back down, Batman.
Come here. You're getting too close. Like, there's a scene in Spiral that I always cringe at. And it's a scene where after everybody dies and Chris Rock's about to go to the factory. And then, like, the guy that's at the precinct that's now in charge because the woman just got killed. He says, "You're getting too close to this, Binks. You're getting too close." I'm just like, oh my God, that's such a cliche cop thing in a movie. You're getting too close to this. And I'm like, that's like so cliche. I hate that more than anything when someone says, "You're getting too close." It feels like that. Like sometimes in Gotham, they get overacted, like where he's like,
Yeah.
I was set up, and
I mean,
God.
I think
All right,
I think most of the time in the show, most actors are overacting a lot more extreme than others.
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
But I
Okay.
pass it off to all of you. What did you think of these three? Let us know in the comments. We'd love to read what you have to say. It's a privilege to do this show with these guys every week. Collins, tell the people where they can find you.
They could find me and Derry, where I will literally open up a turtle shell, and yeah, that's where they can find me. Yeah. But yeah, they can find me at 3D Movie Cinema, where I had just dropped my review. By the time this airs, my review for Wake Up Dead Man will have dropped. And yeah, and so
Okay, Matt?
Well, I don't have that much going on at the moment, but if you want to check out my latest review of Wicked for Good, you can go and check that out. And I'm going to try to see Zootopia 2 this week, hopefully this week. And yeah, we'll be joining these guys to do it. We'll Wake Up Dead Man for the new Knives Out 3 movie, which I'm looking forward to that one.
Yeah. So this Friday on the channel, we'll be doing a watch party for Wake Up Dead Man. A lot of people have seen it, but we have not. And so we'll be doing this watch along style. On Netflix, the new owners of Warner Brothers
as of right now,
there's a lot going on with that. But that's coming up Friday. Project It, Chris Mania. There's a lot of stuff going on the channel. Plus, the thing that we're all sitting on that you all will know more info on towards the end of the year. And that's all you need to know for now. For Collins, hi, Wyatt. My name is Ryan Cam. Stay off the streets of Gotham. They are not safe. We'll see you all in the next one. Y'all